There's a secret burning beneath every great startup story that almost nobody talks about. You see founders chasing the next big idea, investors hunting shiny pitches, leaders trying to outmaneuver their competition, and yet the real edge, the real difference between failure and breakthrough success isn't what's on the surface. It's obsession, but not kind of obsession. It's a relentless, fiery obsession that consumes your every thought, that wakes you in the middle of the night and won't let you rest until you've cracked the code, solved the problem, smashed the barrier. That obsession isn't a hobby. It's not a side effect. It's not something you turn on and off like a switch. It's a raging wildfire inside you, and if you don't have it, you don't have a real chance. You know exactly what it feels like. The grinding exhaustion, the endless doubts, that gnawing voice inside that tells you you might be wasting your time. You've watched others succeed, seemingly effortlessly, and wondered, what do they have that I don't? It's not just skill or money or luck, it's their obsession. The kind of obsession that demands everything from you, even when the world tries to pull you back into comfort, to drown your fire in dull routines and quiet desperation. Every rule, every system, every so-called best practice tells you to be reasonable, to play safe, to pace yourself. But the truth is, there's no room in the startup game for safe or reasonable. That's the system talking, the system that rewards mediocrity disguised as stability, that promises freedom but cages your potential behind familiar walls. The system that wants you compliant, boxed in, quiet, but you're not here to be quiet. You're here to tear those walls down, to explode expectations and redraw the map of what's possible. Obsession is your rebellion. It's the weapon no one dares to give you. It's the fire that lights the moonless sky when everything else is dark. But here's the bitter part. Obsession is also terrifying, lonely, and exhausting. You feel it in every bone when you're told to slow down. When friends, family, and even mentors say, just take it easy. But you can't. Because obsession isn't a choice, it's a need. It's what drives you forward when every cell in your body screams to quit, giving you the strength to build something no one else could imagine. If you start to doubt that obsession is your only real advantage, look around. The founders who move mountains, the investors who see what others miss, the leaders who ignite revolutions, they've all got that obsession wired into their DNA. It's why they don't just follow trends, they create them. They don't just pitch ideas, they live them. Inhale, exhale, dream, work, fail, learn, repeat on a loop that never, ever stops. And here's where most people get it wrong. They think obsession is just about working harder. No, it's about thinking differently, seeing what others refuse to see. It's about refusing to accept the limits the world sets on you and your ideas because you know there is something more, something beyond those tired walls. Obsession forces you to question everything, to hack your own reality and remake it from the ground up, not just for yourself, but for everyone who believes in what you're building. But obsession alone isn't a free pass. Left alone, it can burn you out, blind you, make you lose yourself in the pursuit. The magic comes when obsession is paired with clarity and ruthless focus. When you say no to everything that dilutes your fire, and yes to the few things that feed it like pure oxygen. When obsession is directed, disciplined, aligned with not just your vision, but with the core truth of what you're here to disrupt and transform. That's where the power multiplies. That's where the impossible clicks into place. So how do you harness this obsession and turn it into your startup's secret weapon? First, write down what can't be ignored. Your obsession isn't vague, it's precise. It lives in the heart of one problem, one mission, one radical idea. Find that. Own it. Let it consume your waking and sleeping thoughts until it anchors every decision, every conversation, every sleepless night. Second, build your fortress of obsession by cutting out distractions like a surgeon. Social media scrolling that numbs your mind? Gone. Meetings that suck the energy from your day? cancel, projects that don't feed your fire, drop. Obsession demands your attention like a jealous lover. It won't share time with half measures or compromises. Protect your focus like the rare treasure it is. Third, surround yourself not with the many, but with the few who burn as fiercely as you do. This obsession only thrives in intense synergy. You are misaligned, misunderstood, even isolated if you try to do this alone or with people who bargain their fire for comfort. Find those who challenge you, who stretch you, who push you beyond your limits. The system tries to lock you into safe networks. Refuse. Build your own network of rebels, visionaries, founders, and investors who live obsession as a way of life. These connections will feed your fire, hone your vision, and turn your struggle into unstoppable momentum. But beware the greatest trap: complacency disguised as progress. You'll hear it whenever you're tired. Go faster. No, sometimes obsession needs patience, a long game. Fire without patience blazes bright and falls cold. The real secret is to obsess with endurance, to obsess with purpose, to obsess through the long nights and setbacks without losing heart or letting go. The startup world doesn't reward speed alone. It rewards those who keep burning when everyone else has gone dark. This obsession, wild and fierce, transforms fear. Every failure isn't a stop sign, but fuel. Every doubt sharpens your focus. You become relentless, not because you have no fear, but because your vision is more terrifyingly beautiful than any fear you carry. This will magnetize others to your cause. It will confuse your competitors. It will shake the very ground beneath industries built on comfort and routine. Remember, you are not here to fit into a broken system, to wear its labels or bow to its false freedoms. You are here to transcend it, to be sovereign. Obsession is your freedom, not the comfortable kind, but the raw, powerful freedom of defining your fate. You are the individual beyond titles and old scripts. You are the one who stares down uncertainty and says, "Watch me redefine the rules." And the world? The world will try to make you small, to quiet your fire because they fear its heat. They want you compliant, average, safe. Screw that. Obsession burns through all that cheap security and shines a light on what's real: your vision, your mission, your hunger to become more than anyone thought possible. If that fire is alive in you, treat it like the most precious possession. Feed it, protect it. Let it shape your every breath until you live and breathe your startup not as a job or experiment, but as a pure, unyielding act of creation. The kind of creation that fractures old realities and births new ones. The kind of creation that changes markets, lives, and futures. The kind of creation only possible when obsession becomes your backbone, your heartbeat, and your ultimate advantage. No shortcuts, no apologies, just the raw power of obsession, the only edge that can cut through the noise, push past impossible, and forge a startup that doesn't just survive but dominates. Now go light that fire.